We're back. Got a couple updates for you. The window is framed and primed, ready to go. Should be here tomorrow morning, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We'll get that in. The framing's done over there for the wall. So with the exception of the window, we're ready to insulate and batten it back up. Just finished this today. This is the last sistering that I'm going to do in the ceiling of the living room. Putting bolts in like we did on the other ones, but I ran out of washers. So I started doing the bridging and the blocking on the ends. Behind there we have to insulate as we go because that's the lintel and there's cold air in there, so it'll help shut that down. We won't lose as much heat. The blocking over here, I did that primarily so we could do the joist hanger there. But what's nice about these 2x6s is they're actually fire block too. So if a fire does happen, goes up into the ceiling, which the electrical in this place, you probably will see one, goes up, the fire goes up to the ceiling and then travels over these cavities, and if those are open, the fire spreads faster to the rest of the house. Doesn't stop it, but it does slow it down. I know this because I had an apartment burned down on me many years ago. So anyway, this is ready to go, and I have to get into this wall next, start putting in studs and redoing it. I was waiting until the floor got jacked up. So that's, I'm going to go take you into the basement and give you an update on that stuff right now. Hang on. So we're in the basement and this is just completed now. I have to still get some L brackets and put those in because I can't get to the other side of these if I were to use those whatever you call them. Anyway, here's our new central beam. So we took the tree out and then we had found the hole in the floor. Basically the entire basement floor is a veneer. It's like 1.5 inches thick of concrete. That's it. So any sort of heavy weight on it pushes down. There's a few strong points. That was not one of them. That was sinking. And then over here I had installed this one the other day on Sunday. It came down the next day and the floor was cracked all the way around and it had started to sink. So I had lost everything we gained. So you can see up here I put this little piece of wood in just to shim the gap a little bit. Not that it's going to stop anything if this fails, but it at least fills that up. And I can see if it's getting compressed. That means the house is sinking again. So this one, what happened, like I said, it sunk. So yesterday I had to put in a new base. So I busted open the floor, put in some gravel, tampered it down, and set that Quikrete. And that's about 28 hours now, so it's good enough to have that column on it. We're going to have to do that over here as well because that column, the floor slopes right down. You probably can't tell on the camera, but that's where we're at. What else? Oh, tie plate. So you can see added this in because this is the shiplapped area right here. So trying to buff it up and give it a little bit more support. I'm probably going to add a second column next to this one too, just for sleeping better at night. But this one's fine, it should hold, but I'd like to get one closer under that joint if possible. So that's what I got. Check in with you tomorrow when we get the window.